Hi everyone, this is Swanky Markets with the outlook for June the 1st, 2010. Summer is here. Hope you all had a nice Memorial Day in America, a nice bank holiday in the UK, and bank holidays wherever else you were. Anyway, markets are quiet today, and we tend to get a lot of patterns on quiet days, ready for a breakout the following day. And we've got lots and lots of pennants and flags today, so which have been setting up nicely for tonight and tomorrow. There's big news, we'll come to that in a minute. A lot of pairs pulled back last week, they retraced. Now price is deciding which way to go, but take my word for it, only take trades with the trend. Alright, if a price breaks up and the long-term trend is down, don't take it, and vice versa. We have a lot of news this week, a lot of news, ending with the non-farm payroll on Friday. Keep your calendars open at all times this week. And each day before you switch on your charts, first thing you will do is look at the calendar for the day, so you know what news is coming out and at what time. Even if you've looked at it the night before, just refresh your memory a little bit. Do not trade the news. Let everything calm down first. If you are in trades just before news comes out, tighten your stops just before that news comes out, okay? There's nothing worse than to be 60 to 80 pips up and you see the news come out and it wipes you out. So if the news is going to go in your direction, then you'll have a nice lot of pips. If the news isn't going to go in your direction, why are you going to give the pips back? So tighten your stops and go with the trend this week. Anyway, on to tonight's outlook. We got to go first to Euro US dollar. It's still not we'll come back to that in a minute. We've got the weekly. This is the monthly 200 EMA. I've got two 200 EMAs here, as you can see. This is the weekly, obviously, and this is the monthly. It cannot close below the monthly 200 EMA for 2 months now. Well, the last month it just couldn't. We really did try and it didn't get there. In the end, last 2 weeks, spike dropped off and we got a double bottom. Bear that in mind for what I'm about to show you in a minute. So we can see this on this is the daily. It did close below on the daily, but not the weekly. And as soon as it closed, it went straight back up on every single occasion. That went up, came down, closed, back up the next day, following this trend line down. Now we do have a pennant, as you can see on the 4 hour. This is the 4 hour pennant on the Euro USD. Should this break down, alright, then what you might want to do is, if you go to your monthly chart, it's a bit, I'll get rid of this now in a second, and just draw that line there and color it a different color. Color it the color of the EMA, and remember that it is the monthly. Okay, let's go back to the 4 hour so you know where it is. Right now, that is the monthly 200 EMA. Now, should it dwindle away and it break here, wait for it to close below the monthly 200 EMA and then get in on the retest. Okay, that will still give you 100 pips down to the double bottom. It could be a triple bottom, so you'll still have some out and leave some go in case this does break. Okay, now what so just watch that there. If price manages to get up to this trend line here, I might short up here. I'm not telling you to do that. The rules are wait for a close outside the pennant before you take the trade. Okay, so do that. Mind your pips. Now, also I'm going to show you the weekly. Showed you a few weeks ago that the last time the 55 crossed the 200, about 8 or 9 years ago, price went 5,000 pips. We're nearly there. Right, you remember me a few weeks ago telling you about it? We're very nearly there. So 55 crossing the 200 EMA. Hence why I keep saying only go with the trend. Okay, so let's put this back to the weekly. Only go with the trend, and that is what we're looking for on the Euro USD. Now, where else have we got? The pound on the daily. We're in this flag pattern on the daily. Should this break to the downside, you're looking at a good 800 pips. That'll bring you down to 3,800. 1.3800 level should it break down to the downside. Now, where are my notes? So again, and then if we also look on the 4 hour, we've got a potential flag breakout. Should this break up, I won't take the trade. I'm ideally looking to short between 1.4700 and 1.4790. I know that's a big area, But what I will do is I'll go down to my 1 hour and I will look for clues on my 1 hour. Ideally, if this breaks up, I will not take the trade. I will look up at 147 to 147.90 for reasons why. One sec. One of the reasons is 61.8 of the fib is 147.36. We can see at 147.89.90 this previous resistance support across, which should become resistance. Now look on the weekly as well. Remember we telling you last week price has pinged off. It's hard to see in there because I've got so much stuff there, but price pinged right off the trend lines. So this is saying the price will go up. So I'm hoping that price gets up to that 147, about 147.50, 147.90 level to get in on a short there. So just keep an eye on that. So if this does break up, I won't take the trade. I'd only take it if it broke down. Keep that 142.60 level in mind. We've got a lot of support here. Okay. Swissy, still a bit too far away for me on the daily. We're in this daily pennant, as we can see. I want to break down to 1.1300 to go long. I would love it to go that long. It's the 200 EMA, as you can see, of the weekly. You can see it right there. Let's go back. It is also previous support and resistance, so I am looking to go short there. We have MACD divergence that has been played out now. This should get us down, so watch that level. Now where are my notes? I don't forget anything on this. A lot of EMAs. I'm just not interested in short, and I want a long, but it's too near the top. Even if I get a break out of this, I don't know if I'll take it, because if it broke out here, our resistance is only at 15.96. Some people are saying going in at 15. I wouldn't. I would go in. I'm going to wait for 13. You might not get there. You might not. You might only get to 14.25. So 14.25 or 1300 are the levels on the Swissy. Aussie dollar on the daily. Let's have a look at the Aussie dollar. Big news tonight on this pair. The Bank of Australia have an interest rate announcement to make during the Asian session. Look up your calendars and get the local time of that. So do not take a trade immediately. Let it calm down first. Once prices calm down, look for 85.70, which is this black line here, to short, as it's 50% of the daily fib. We all know that, which is a very, very good area. Should price pull back further, 86.75, 87 level. So we got 86.95 there. So the 61.8 level is where I would look should price pull back above the 50. And that is where I would like to go. The 34 EMA has crossed the 200 EMA the first time in for a year. Also the 200 is crossed. This is the daily, is crossed last week. The 200, the 55 has crossed the 200. 34 has crossed the 200. So it is all down, looking more and more bearish for us. Stocks are starting to turn and everything like that. So I'm not looking to long, I'm looking to short. 85.75. If it breaks above that, then you're looking at 61.8 of 86.92, which is also the weekly 55 EMA. So that's what you're looking for on the Aussie dollar. And we can see we're just breaking out of this channel here that I had up there last week. So we might get a retest, and there we go. So don't take any Aussie pairs until after that announcement. CAD, leaving the CAD. It's closing. This is the daily. It looks like it might finally close below the 200 EMA. I'll leave it tomorrow. I'll see how it's looking and see where we're going to go with it. It's following this trend line down, so there's other pairs tomorrow, so just keep an eye on that. This is the US dollar yen in a 4-hour pennant as well. So 1 second there, guys. Whereas I'm not interested in long in this pair at all. There's too much wood. We got the 200 crossing the 365 on the 4-hour. There's everything saying this pair should go further down. Lots of EMA, so look to short. If we do get breakout 91, once it pings off these on the 4-hour, it should ping off them. If we break out of that pennant up, look for a spike and a ping back down off those 200 365 on the 4-hour. That is what I would look for. If we look for where they are on the daily, the 200 isn't that far up at all. The 200 is at 91.84. The 55 is 91.75. On the daily, the 55 has crossed. So this could be, everything is saying further down. I'm not looking to long. Euro yen is in this. Right, you got two patterns here. You got a flag pattern, which you can see here. So a move down of that should get us down here to, this is on the 4 hour, should get us down, I know that's green, I'll color it black later, 109.26. Then we also have a pennant. So I am not looking to long this at all. If this breaks up, I'm looking to short at 11400. 11400 will take us 3 pips above that line. So that's where I'm looking to. If this breaks up of this pennant, I'm not looking to long. I'll wait for price to get up, and I'm looking to short. Then if say if it got up there, by the time I get down to this line, I'm already up 100 pips, ready for a breakout, and down we go. If it breaks out,